Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Historically, I have not been a big fan of the piggy bank offer. Although Cavalier Nexus crystals are cool, they have really terrible drop rates. Let me just remind you, to start this video off, of what Cavalier crystal drop rates are. Remember, Throne Breakers, you get a discount of 25 units off, but you don't get a discount of drop rates. So there was a meme that was made, at least somewhat recently. It was sent to me. Maybe it's an old meme that nobody's ever sent to me, but it's Pam from The Office that's looking at a 3-star crystal and a Cavalier crystal and saying, I don't see the difference between the two. They're the same thing. Because it feels like way more than half the time, you open a Cavalier crystal, you get a 3-star. So a Cavalier crystal oftentimes is just a Nexus crystal with 3 different 3-star champions. And even if there's a 4-star champion, that's not really worth $5, you know? Especially when you consider if you get like a Sunday Cavalier Daily Special, yeah, you're getting a Cavalier crystal, but you're also getting a pretty good amount of bonus items from 6-star shards to tier 2 alpha to tier 5 basic to 5-star 6 stones. But even though I still think the Ultimate Nexus crystal, the Grandmaster Nexus crystal, and the Cavalier Nexus crystal aren't really worth $5. I think I'd probably pay $3 for them. I think they're worth $2.99, which you might say, what's the difference between $2.99 and $4.99? Well, $2 is $2. I am still a fan of going to Wendy's. I made the joke way too much this semester. Now my students hold it over my head, but it's okay because it's the inside joke that you're now going to know. I always told my students I never went anywhere for spring break. The only place I went was Wendy's. And they thought it was a joke, but it was like legitimately true. Well, as you can see, first off, because some of you are messaging me, Prof, this piggy bank is broken. I'm doing arena fights and it's not filling up. Well, it doesn't fill up in regular arena fights. If you zoom in, you'll see fill Deadpool's piggy bank by winning fights in the Deliciously Maple arena. That's right. If the arena fights are not in the special Deliciously Maple Deadpool arena, they don't count towards the piggy bank. Now you can purchase this up to 5 times. And you can see 30,000 doubloons or doubloonies are possible. So for $5, and I know it's a little bit difficult now because I've made so many purchases, but for $5, you can go into the spring cleaning store, which yes, I'm thankful it wasn't just me that you all said took a while for this thing to show up once noon Central Standard Time hit. But you can get yourself a 2021 Nexus Cav, which has better drop rates than the regular Cav Crystal. And then, of course, a small amount of Tier 6 Basic. This is, of course, if you're Throne Breaker. Or Cavalier Nexus Battlegrounds Crystal with Tier 3 Alpha instead. But what I also want to concentrate on is a combination of, not there, Bundle 5, which 37,500 doubloonies remains the most unbelievably cheap deal next to, for a lot more than this, but still, 200,000 something. Shout out to KT1 for doing the math. $15 cash plus all the doubloonies you get from free to play equals a 6-star generic awakening gem. I still think Kabam messed up. I still think it was an error. I still think they probably meant for it to be 600,000 price tag because it's basically the same deal we got last year, just the difference is it's a generic instead of a selector for the class. But they reduced that price point by so much that it became a huge pro player move for low spenders to the highest of whales. But this makes the $5 per piggy bank really good. Now, I remember sometimes the piggy banks have been kind of suspicious, and you get all of like the doubloonies the first time, and then sometimes it breaks, and it just gives you the 3 bonuses, and it doesn't give you the doubloonies. But assuming that the math is correct, because it limits 5, and you can get 150,000 doubloonies for 5 piggy banks, and again, maybe you can't, but I'm just doing the math. 150,000, let's say you've got 0 before that. You can get from that 15,000 6-star shards and 4 tier 2 alpha. I still think with this, I mean, you can get exactly 4 of the bundle 5s. That's for 25 bucks, okay? For 25 bucks, you can get 8 Tier 2 Alpha, which, by the way, Tier 2 Alpha are normally $5 a piece. So 8 Tier 2 Alpha is automatically $40 worth of Tier 2 Alpha. But the reason why this is especially crazy is, of course, you can get 80% of a Tier 5 Class Catalyst Selector for 25 bucks. 100% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Selector is usually at least $100, but a lot of times it's a lot more than that. And so that is a ridiculously good deal. And then all the extra crystals, the Ultimate Nexus Crystal, the Grandmaster Nexus Crystal, and especially the Cavalier Nexus Crystals, they're just bonus. You can get all 3 stars in those, and it doesn't matter because the real value of those crystals has already been achieved. If you compare the $25 for 5 Deadpool's piggy banks to $30 of the 4-star Deadpool bundles, it's like greatest piggy bank ever. Hello, 2015, we want our offer back because you just mugged us. That's the difference between the two. So yay for the piggy bank. It is one of the best deals we've seen all weekend, and certainly the best piggy bank deal we've ever seen in the game. Kabam deserves all the praise for the left deal and all the criticism for the deceptively bizarre right deal. Buy the piggy bank, don't buy the Deadpool bundle. The solo events, not worth it. I don't think 5-star Deadpool's worth $30. It might be a little bit controversial of a thing to say, but I'm sticking with it. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching.